Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something a bit different, but super important for anyone who loves the thrill of gambling. Whether you're just playing the slots on the weekends or you think you've got what it takes to go pro, you need to understand how tax law views gambling. And trust me, it's not as straightforward as you might think. Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're going to break down how the IRS classifies recreational versus professional gamblers, and what that means for your wallet when tax season rolls around. First off, let's talk about the harsh reality of tax law for recreational gamblers. Now, if you're someone who just likes to hit the casino on weekends or dabble in online poker for fun, you fall into this category. And here's the deal. Whether you're winning big or losing it all, the IRS expects you to keep meticulous track of your gambling sessions. You're supposed to log every win and every loss. But here's the kicker. At the end of the year, you can't just net your winnings against your losses. Nope! You have to report the total amount of your winning sessions as other income on IRS Form 1040, Schedule 1, Line 8B. And your losses? Well, you can only deduct them if you itemize on Schedule A. And even then, your losses can't exceed your winnings. Let's break that down. If you don't itemize your deductions, you're out of luck. Those losses won't help you one bit. And that's not all. As a recreational gambler, you get no deductions for gambling-related expenses like travel, lodging, or meals. Ouch, right? The law is definitely not on the side of the casual gambler. Now, let's flip the coin and talk about professional gamblers. You might think that going pro means the tax law treats you just like any other business. Well, yes and no. If you're a professional gambler, you are technically in the business of gambling, but the IRS has some unique rules just for you. Here's the good news. As a pro, you get to deduct your gambling losses and other business expenses, like travel, but only up to the amount of your winnings. So, if you win $100,000, lose $90,000, and have $10,000 in business expenses, you can zero out your income, and you won't owe any taxes. But if your losses and expenses exceed your winnings, too bad, you can't carry those excess losses over to future years. They're just gone. And a quick heads up for those who are self-employed. If you report your gambling activity on Schedule C of Form 1040, any net profits you make are subject to self-employment tax, which is something you'll want to keep in mind. Okay, so you might be thinking, how do I qualify as a professional gambler? Well, the bar is pretty high. The IRS doesn't just hand out this status to anyone who spends a lot of time in a casino. To be considered a professional, you need to meet two key requirements. First, your gambling activities must be continuous and regular. The more time you spend gambling, the better your chances, but it's not just about time. It's about consistency. You can even hold down a regular job and still be a professional gambler, as long as your gambling is a regular and continuous activity. Second, you must be gambling primarily to earn a profit. This means you're not just playing for fun or as a hobby. You're serious about making money. The IRS looks at several factors to determine if you have a profit motive, like whether you keep good business records, whether you have expertise in gambling, and how much time and effort you put into it. To increase your chances of being recognized as a professional gambler by the IRS, here are 5 essential tips. Keep meticulous records. Track all your gambling sessions, wins, losses, and expenses. And a lack of records can be fatal if you're ever audited. Open a separate bank account. This helps to clearly separate your gambling activity from your personal finances. Create a business plan. Just like any other business, a solid plan with realistic profit and loss projections impresses the IRS. Get educated. If you're not already an expert, learn as much as you can about gambling strategies and games. This shows you're serious about making money. Adapt and evolve. If you're losing, change your strategy. Try different games, casinos, or betting methods. It's what successful business people do. So there you have it. Whether you're a weekend warrior or dreaming of making gambling your full-time gig, knowing how the IRS views your activity is crucial. Remember, the difference between being a recreational gambler and a professional one could mean the difference between paying a ton in taxes or keeping more of your hard-earned winnings. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. Until next time, may the odds be ever in your favor.